Okay, so welcome back to our Energy Plus for beginners. In this video, I'm going to show you how can we include internal gains in Energy Plus. So Energy Plus is a thermal energy simulation tool, so we have to include things inside that dissipates heat into the build environment. So this is what lightning does, this is what equipment does, and this is what people does. So we are going to include these systems here and also people in the simulation model that we are working on. So, for example, equipment generates heat and dissipates the heat into the build environment. So it's important to account this during the simulation. Okay. So what I want to do is to include in the example these loads here. This electrical equipment of 2 watts per person in the living room, 10 watts per square meter in the living room of lighting, and also 8 watts per square meter in the bedroom of lighting, and 12 watts per square meter in the bathroom for lighting. And also occupancy of 1 person in the bedroom and 1 person in the living room. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our model here. And here I'm going to press Ctrl L to open our model. And I'm going to look for a group of class called internal gains, which is here, internal gains. Then I'm going to start with the electrical equipment, and I'm going to create one object. Okay, so I'm going to name it as equipment living room. Okay, next input is I have to choose the thermal load or the thermal zone, sorry, or the space which is inserted this equipment load. So it is in the thermal zone 1, which is the living room. The next requirement of Energy Plus is the schedule name. So this is very important. Every internal gain is related to the schedule name. So the schedule is basically you when we tell Energy Plus when a thing is happening. So it's something that's very useful to put the model through the time. So we are not address the schedules in this video. We're going to talk about in the next video. Okay, so next video is going to be complementary to this video. So in the schedule, we're going to include what's going to be the operation of this equipment, but right now we're going to let this blank. And the next input is the design, the calculation method. So we have 3 ways to include this load here. We can include it as equipment level, which is like the amount of power of this equipment. It can be also power per area, and it can be also power per person. So in the example that we are working is the instruction is 200 watts per person in the living room. So let's include here in watts per person. Let's include 200, and let's choose the calculation method as watts per person. Okay, so for the equipment, we are all set. Let's go to the lights now. And to the lights, we need to create 3 objects, one for each thermal zone that we are assigning. So thermal zone 1, thermal zone 2, and thermal zone 3. Then I'm going to name these objects lights living room, lights bedroom, and lights bathroom. Oops, bathroom. Again, Energy Plus asks us which is the schedule of operation of this lighting, but we're going to talk about next class. And then, very similar to the electrical equipment load, we have to choose which is the calculation method that we are inputting. Okay, so in this example, the calculation method is watts per area. So let's set watts per area, and here I have to choose the watts per area field to input correctly. For example, it's wrong that I choose watts per area here and include something in the lightning level. Okay, the correct like this is going to be wrong because we are choosing watts per area, so I have to choose watt per square meter as the correct field to input. So in the example we have here, we are inputting 10 watts per square meter in the living room, 8 in the bedroom, and 12 in the bathroom. So let's go back here and include 10, 8, and 12. And that's fine for us. If we have specifications for the lighting system, we can also like fill the other inputs here. And for example, the amount of fraction radiant, the amount of fraction visible, but we can also let this generic as I am letting here because this is just an example. And yeah, that's it. We are all set for the lightning. Let's go to the people loads. So for the people loads, we need to create 2 objects, one for the people in the living room and one for the people in the bedroom. Okay, then I'm going to choose the thermal zones where is these loads are located. And then again, EnergyPlus asks us the schedule name. So when are these people available? Let's say so, like something like this, in these zones, okay? But we are going to address this in the next class, the next video. So next input is going to be the calculation method. So let's choose the calculation method. Again, we have three types of calculation method. We can be like the total amount of people. It can be the people per area, or it can be area per person. So let's choose, like the instructions tell us, it's going to be one person living in this house. So it's going to be basically like people, and the number of people is one. Okay. There is another thing that it's important here in the people class, that is the activity level. So this is something that Energy Plus also require from us, because the amount of heat that a person generates and dissipates through the environment depends on the activity that this person is performing. For example, if a person will be exercising, for example, it will generate much more heat than a person who are sleeping. So this we are going to address in the next video. Let's stay something like this for now, and that's it. We have like our internal gains set for now. So next video we're going to set the schedules, associate these schedules with these objects of the people, lights, and electrical equipment, and then we're going to run our simulation. Thank you for watching.